I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back.
All right, fair enough. Good. Hey, hello. I want to welcome you to Estuary Live. My name is Estuary Eddie, and I want to welcome you to my shoreline beat here. This is where I study Coos Bay, and this is where I get the stories. Today, we've got a special opportunity because all you viewers out there can also ask questions, and Estuary Eddie, your on-the-beat reporter, is going to find a place for you to answer those questions. I want to share with you now where we're at. We're in Oregon. Oregon is located between California on the south and Washington on the north, and we're in Coos Bay, Oregon. Coos Bay's estuary is the largest estuary in Oregon, and to the south end of that is South Slough National Estuarine Research Reserve. That's a 5,000 acre protected area where we study estuaries. We're 35 years old at South Slough and 150 years old in Oregon. I want to introduce a special person here. This is Mr. Frank Walsh. How are you, Frank?
Fine, Eddie. How are you?
I am good today, thanks. Beautiful day for this.
Oh, yes.
And Frank is going to share with us some of the history of this place. And Frank, so we have some images to share with our audience, is that right?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your history in Coos Bay.
Well, I've lived here since 1950, and I started teaching at Empire Junior High and taught in 4 grades, and I was there for about 3 years.
Very good. So now we're going to share some video or some images with our audience. What do you have for me here, Frank?
Okay, I have some pictures here.
Tell me about this first one.
All right, these are 2 Coos Indian girls, and they're wearing cedar bark capes. They also wore aprons front and back made of grass and cattail rushes.
All right, so those are the native people that were here. We're going to learn a little bit more about them shortly. Let's go to the next image.
Okay.
All right.
These soldiers in this shot remind me of the soldiers that were at Camp Castaway, right across the bay on the north.
So they represent Camp Castaway, which was
right. This was established in 1853. By some Army soldiers, shipwrecked soldiers.
This was a shipwreck of the what ship?
The Captain Lincoln.
Captain Lincoln.
Yes.
All right, and after that, that was the first permanent settlement, but then what happened? Let's go to the next image here.
Okay. All right, this shows Empire. The first downtown district was down here in the tidal lands, built up on wharves. You had hotels, saloons, stores of all kinds, even some houses.
Wow, so Empire was evolving as truly an empire. I can see a ship in the background there, so they really were connecting this place up to the world.
That's right.
Who was doing this, Frank? Can we go to the next image here? I want to see who these lively entrepreneurs were.
Yeah, these are young Empire people, entrepreneurs, and they turned to all kinds of business. First, they were interested in gold, and that didn't, excuse the pun, pan out. So instead they turned to coal mining, and that was a big industry, as well as producing lumber.
So they had great dreams and visions for this place to truly be the frontier empire of the United States.
That's right. They thought this would
All right.
be it.
Let me see what you've got here next.
Okay, this is...
Wow!
This is what it looks like when I moved here. That's the Cape Arago lumber mill. Originally it was the big mill, and which was built back in 1883. And it only lasted about 10 years, and then it came back in 1942. And this is an aerial shot showing it was a huge mill, 400 feet long on 300 cedar pilings, and it's just about a quarter mile north of here.
And so this mill exported wood all over the world?
Yes, we were the #1 port, Coos Bay lumber port. And I can still see all the ships coming in here. Sometimes we'd have 6 or 7 ships at one time.
So there was also another commodity or another thing that was exported from Coos Bay. What was that? Let's go to the next image here.
Okay, that was coal. This is the steamer breakwater, and this is over at Marshfield, now called Coos Bay, and it's loading coal for Portland, for the Portland market. And coal was big here up to about 1910 when gas and oil came in as a chief source of energy.
So they shipped that coal to Portland, and that we don't still do that. Is that correct?
No, that's long gone.
Okay,
That
but
ended about 1910.
that brought some wealth into our community.
Yes, it did.
All right. Thank you very much, Frank. I
welcome.
appreciate you sharing that with us.